like we're talking about young people especially that were or adults that were helping. How are you doing with your ability to have insight and awareness and use some good judgment and focus your mind where you need it to be? I mean, we're poor young people, especially right now. We live in a world where we are inundated with information. And it's like it makes it very hard, I think, to develop the skills to put your focus on something that matters to you, and it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to do that. It's like can become boring or it can get tiring, but if you can't do that, it's harder to succeed in life, and that's where things like learning a little bit about meditation or mindfulness or breathing exercises so that you can, practice quieting your mind and all the chatter and all the things it wants to tell you and just focusing on your breath for 5 minutes. And I'm kind of a big believer in doing just some kind of little simple guided meditation, every day or a few times a week or something to help train your mind to just bring it back, focus on one thing. So it's like being able to have some mental capacities is really important to be a strong, effective person living out in the world. And these are good things for athletes, especially. You've got to be mentally tough and capable and observe yourself from a distance, like not get so wrapped up in emotions and thoughts and stories that are going on in your mind that you can't have a little bit of perspective. So those are some mental strengths. And then some of the emotional capacities is we all need to learn how to live with our emotions and have a better relationship with them. And where people get into trouble is either avoiding their emotions or being hijacked by their emotions. And so learning some skills to kind of tolerate what you're feeling and then try to make good use of what you're feeling, so that you can soothe yourself when you're all jacked up and really hurting and in a bad place, that you can comfort yourself when you're struggling with something, that when you're angry, that you have some constructive ways to get that anger out and then figure out what you can constructively do, what it's trying to tell you, what's not right in your life that needs some redirection. So it depends upon which of these 5 areas you're weakest in that you would want to give extra attention to. There's relational skills is the 4th one. Like, how good are you at getting along with other people and forming meaningful relationships with people? I mean, there was a Harvard study that's gone on for 80 years, and the thing they found was the most important thing of people having a full, good quality life was having good quality relationships. And so wanting to learn the things that help you do that, which are things like how good of a communicator are you? Can you be clear and direct with people with what you need to communicate in a way that makes it more likely they'll listen? Like sometimes we either don't say enough, we don't communicate enough for what we're really thinking and wanting and needing, or we're really overly aggressive about how we communicate what we want and feel and need. And that alienates people. So finding a way to be um, to to communicate what's important to you in a way that's not offensive or off-putting to the other person. Because ideally we want people we're talking to want to work with us with whatever it is we're needing to talk about.
Patreon is the home of our exclusive community where we do bonus episodes, live streams, Q&As, and merch discounts, and so much more. Patreon is the #1 way to support this podcast and to support my mental health nonprofit called You Are Loved.